Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Alex, and this is Garage to Home, where I am working on converting this mechanic's garage into a single-family home. Today's Friday, and to be honest, I haven't filmed at all this week. I'm definitely struggling a little bit with burnout and motivation. If you're new here again, I purchased this garage in late July, and other than taking a day off to go to a friend's wedding, I have been here 7 days a week trying to finish this as soon as possible. And it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks this week. So I took a few days off, and you could see behind me I did at least get an order of wood. But yesterday we had something big happen, which I'll show you in a second. And it kind of got the motivation going again, which is great. I'm still going to try to get this done as soon as possible, but I guess if you struggle with burnout too, you know, it's a real thing. So I'm definitely trying my best. I want to create the best content I can for you guys. And I feel like one of the biggest things, the reason why I'm right back at it today, is you guys give me motivation. So I really appreciate you following along and watching every video, commenting, everything like that. But I did talk about something that happened yesterday that was a pretty big deal. So let's go over it real quick. As you can see all around me, the rough-in plumbing is in, which is super exciting. Just like when we put in the rough-in drains before we put in the concrete, they didn't want to be on camera, which I totally understand. But we have everything ready for inspection for rough-in plumbing, and it's super exciting. You can see over here, this is where the washer-dryer setup is going to be. We do have the toilet flange all set up, and then also the whole tub set up with the shower. That's all installed as well, so it's pretty much ready to go. On the other side here, we do have the drain and water lines for both the bathroom sink as well as the kitchen sink, and it's properly vented, everything like that. You know, my friend did such a fantastic job. I tried to help where I could, but there was a few times where he just said, hey, let me take over the reins here and just get this part finished. So again, that kind of got my motivation going again, and was able to prep a ton of wood to be able to finish some of the framing today. So that's what I want to knock out today. I'm hoping we can get a lot done because I don't need to make any cuts. Everything's all ready to go. I just need to put it together. So let's get going. As I wait for the garage company to come and release the springs, one of the things I do need to plan for is putting this door in. And one of the most important parts of putting a door in is making sure that everything is secure, which is why I'm happy to talk about today's sponsor, TCL and the D2 Pro Smart Door Lock. So I was doing some research on this thing, and it's actually really cool and probably something I would have purchased anyway, so I am very appreciative of them sending this out. Not only does it have a keypad and, of course, keys to get in as well, but it actually has a palm reader on it. And I heard it's very accurate. All of the data that is kept locally, which is great. There's a few things about this that are really cool. One, it does have a 10,000 milliamp battery, but it's also rechargeable, of course. So that's great for not having to buy batteries every once in a while when these things die. And a key feature for me, no pun intended, is there's actually remote access, which is awesome. So let's say I am out and I need my neighbor to let out Henry or something. I can simply unlock it on my phone and they can come by and let him out. When they leave, then I can go and lock it again, which I think is really cool. And then, of course, you could set up events as well. So let's say you have some children and want them to get home safely. It can automatically unlock. Let's say you set it at 3 p.m. or something like that. The door will automatically unlock and they can get in safely, which, again, is really cool. And there's definitely really cool use cases for something like this. The other thing that doesn't come off probably great in stock image photos is look how premium that is. That is really good looking. And so when I set it up, it's going to look exactly like that, and I'll have the handle underneath. And that looks really fancy, and I'm super excited to put it on this beautiful door here. Some people may feel intimidated installing a lock, let alone an electronic one. So I really just want to walk you through it and just show you how easy it is to actually install a keypad just like the TCL D2 Pro. The first thing you're going to do is take the locking mechanism and put it into place. In my case, I actually need a little bit longer of a mechanism here. So all you have to do is just take it and twist it, and it'll extend there. From there, you just insert it into here and screw it into place. I am using a drill here, but you can even use a screwdriver for everything I'm going to show you here. From there, you take the front of the device and just make sure you slide it through the corresponding little area here. Of course, the reason why you do that is to make sure when you do turn the key or the device wants to turn itself, it can make sure that this deadbolt actually opens or closes. And with the electronic piece here, we just slide that through because it is going to connect to the back that we will screw together after we put this through. When you're on the other side of the door, you then take the mounting plate provided so we can secure the front part of the lock to the door. And there are screws that are provided with securing this plate in place. Now that the front part of the lock is secure, all you have to do is take the back part of the lock, take the battery compartment off, and plug this wire into the corresponding spot, and then also insert this piece into the back so it can secure as well. So when you do turn the lock here, it again will move the deadbolt as well. Now that you have that secure, you simply insert the battery, and again, a great thing about this, it actually has a USB-C port here, so when it does happen to die, simply recharge it and put it right back in rather than having to get all those batteries. And you heard there, it turned on, and then you download the TCL Home app, and it'll walk you through everything you need to connect this to your phone so you could have access to all the features that I talked about previously. So if you want to get the premium TCL D2 Pro Smart Door Lock for only $135.99, you can use my code for 20% off. There is limited supply available, so definitely act fast. And if you are interested in that code, it is in the description as well as the pinned comment. So again, I just want to thank TCL so much for sending this out, and I can't wait to put it on this door here. First thing I want to get done today is the closet space. Again, I already have everything cut out, and this is just going to be a mirror of what I did in the other bedroom there. So it's going to be a pretty good sized closet, and then again, when you walk in the entryway over here, the light switch will be on the side of the wall here. So let's get nailing. The next thing I want to do in this bedroom, you can kind of see all these pieces right here. These were all pre-cut yesterday for some blocking, so let's knock that out now. So the next thing I want to knock out, you can see right where the old ladder is, in the corner there, I did frame out the rest of the pillar next to the bedroom. So I already cut all of this out. I already stapled everything and have it ready to go. I just have to put it together and make sure the blocking is correct. And then what we're gonna do is move all of my tools, everything like that, again. And I cut all the blocking out for all of those joists there. And then we're also going to make sure that there is going to be nailers ready for drywall to go up to the ceiling, which I do have those cut already as well. So let's put this together and get this put up here, and let's just keep moving. I did add another joist right here just because the I did add another joist here just so when I can connect this joist right here, there's actually something to connect to with that beam in the middle. The next thing I want to do is block out everything between here. I do need to put one large piece in between a few spots around this area, but again, I already cut out all of the blocking pieces for what I can, so I'm going to knock those out and just going to try to be as productive as possible today. The next thing I'm going to do here is add in nailers right between here. So the reason why I am doing that is so when I attach the drywall, it could go up to as close as it can here, and then the shiplap that I'm going to put in is going to continue from that space here. So these are just to get as high as I can to put the drywall up there. few more things I want to knock out before we run out of light here. I cut this stud off camera, and I am putting this into place here, really just to act as a nailer. So again, some drywall can fit into place. So let's nail this into place on top and bottom and get that finished. And the final thing I want to do is install the joists I forgot to add to the bedroom that I finished, and these just go above the door. Now that some of that framing is done, I do have a delivery that should be here in a couple minutes. And it is for a washer and dryer that I actually found on Facebook. The reason why I wanted to purchase it now is so I can properly be sure to cut the correct spot in the ceiling and the roof for proper venting of the dryer. So it did take me a second to get these in here, and I am definitely going to need help stacking the dryer on top of the washer and also putting the washer into place. One of the things I'm very excited about, one, they're in fantastic condition, but two, I actually thought this was just a pedestal that the washer went on, but it is actually an additional load of laundry, whatever, I guess it's called a pedestal washer. So I didn't even, this is a nice surprise for me and pretty fancy. So once these things are in place, I will then be able to properly get the dryer vented into the ceiling up there, and they are going to be set up right in this corner, right around here. So I'm pretty excited that that was a nice little surprise with that pedestal washer over there. And that's where I'm going to end the video, right where I started in this roughed out bathroom here. I appreciate you following along this entire time, and I truly appreciate your support. I think for me, I thought framing was going to be a much faster process, and I think that's a little bit where that burnout started to come from. When I think I'm close to being finished, I realize I have another project that needs to be taken care of before I can officially consider it done. With that being said, I am one step closer to getting the other utilities in. One of the big projects that I said I was going to do this video, but I did unfortunately put it off, is getting the front door into place. So next week, I really would like to get that officially in its spot, and I can get that much closer to finishing up framing. So if you've gotten this far, I really appreciate it. Feel free to comment. If you liked the video, definitely subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And hit that like button, and I guess you can also hype up the video as well. Don't know exactly what that does, but I'm gonna keep chugging along. I feel like I'm somewhat close, but again, thank you for your support, and we're gonna keep moving along. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.